Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm breaking my holiday silence. But I'm coming in with a mid-January, from January 15th to the end of January, I'm reading now, it must be the 6th of January, and I'll be uploading them to tell you how many celebrations that we will be celebrating coming up. So there is a New Year celebration in a Julian calendar, the celebration that has sort of like a Christmas, then a New Year's coming up. But January 15th itself has a numerous amount of celebrations that we can follow. For example, there is the National Hat Day on a very very low level, but for those of us who wear hats, and I'm a hat wearer, I celebrate. There's a Humanitarian Day on January 15th. There's also the National Sanctity of Human Life Day, which every year I come in and celebrate. January is an especially particular month for me. For those of us who like ice cream, there's a Strawberry Ice Cream Day, the 15th of January. But also there is World Religion Day, which is always the third Sunday of January, and World Snow Day. And here, I'm in the mountains now, and if you can see out that window, it's all white. We have about coming up to a yard of snow, 1, 2, 3 feet. It's at a meter now. I was just outside, it was freezing outside. I've been shoveling. So this is just to welcome you back and welcome myself back. Now let's get into the second half of January reading. Hello, Gemini. It's Christelle here. And I have the Vera Sibila cards that I'll be spreading first for you for the second half of December, I was going to say. For the second half of January, when too many cards fall out, they are put back because it doesn't mean that they want to come out. It means that I'm being sloppy in my shuffling here. And then I have the tarot, the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, that I'll highlight some of the areas of this spread, and I'll crown the reading with a runes casting. Let's see what's in store for you, Gemini, for the second half of the month of January. Well, that's the way it's going to stay. I swear, these two cards came out under the same two decks that I didn't choose for another sign. And in that same position, first the female enemy, Namika, and then the Gelosia card, jealousy. And I'll tell you about that in a second. On the face value, it does talk, oh, well, there's another person and I'm jealous, but it's quite different. Yes, of course, there are people out there who are undergoing a bout of jealousy, yes, because there is a third party involved in a relationship, sure. And I have to say, it's uncanny how the exact number of cards in the pile that I chose for another sign were the same. 3 rows of 5 cards plus 1. How odd is that? Now, what I'm seeing here is that there are undercurrents in the second half of January that will cause you strife, will cause you trouble. There's going to be an outpour of money, as I saw for the other, but it's not really, in this case, I don't see it. I'm going to put out 3 tarot cards right away, because there is an outpour of money, which will cause concern. But I'm going to see first whether... Okay, yes, it does talk about... I have here the Knight of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have these 2 knights, a slow-moving knight, and the cups, which is a cup of emotions. Now here, the emotions are running high, and they are concerning an outpouring of money. And the notion of the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is here to tell us that you are reviewing a situation, and reviewing in a sense of having to tick off what has gone wrong, because there are voices, there are people, there are rumors that have caused you problems, and you need to go review what you have been doing. This could be on the job, this could be in a relationship. It depends, it plays out differently for other people. What I'm seeing here is a difficulty in the home. One, there are those that play out. There's a couple of levels here. First of all, I see there are those of you who are having difficulty in the home, so much so that either because of the actual location of your home, say it's in an apartment house, it's very noisy, you want to get out of there, or because you're having trouble meeting the payments, the rental payments or the mortgage payments. And there is an underlying issue concerning the home in terms of getting away from there, moving, going somewhere else. Some of you will be receiving an eviction, and that will be coming in this period, the second half of, I'm giving you great news, Gemini, but all is not lost, because what I have here is this Gran Signore, this beautiful Gran Signore, who really stands to the challenge of an emotional dead end, because it seems that you have come up against a difficulty that seemed to be unsurmountable concerning a relationship. And you have done your utmost to rise above that, and fortune will be yours in that. Whatever problems you are having with that house, this other person involved in your heart is going to help see you through that. And in the long run, things will, this is Belvedere, the outlook is bright in that sense. Also, you'll get news concerning this is the denaro, these are institutions, this talks of a bank. You'll be getting, those of you who have asked for a loan, you'll be getting a positive response in that sense, so it'll make it easier for you then to move. I'm here also seeing that you have it's a moment where you're changing your nature, okay, Gemini. There are those of you who are flighty, who are, move from one person to the next, have a lot of one-night stands, and you're happy about that. You were happy about that. Or those of you who are partnered but have other women or men on the side, and you were happy about that. That is going to change. This is a period of time, the end of January, where that definitely is going to give you it's not suitable for you anymore. Added on to this reality of a potential move and problems in the home, that will be giving you a lot of food for thought. Things will be changing for you. Now, there are also another bits, it's a general reading, so it's hard to say, of course, this may not resonate with you, but there are some things that I have to get out, and it seems there are about 4 or 5 different stories. One concerns single moms, and single moms are in a position where they are going to say, I've had it. This situation is no longer, there are 2 ways that's going to go. They will want to become a single mom because they'll be leaving the father of their children, and on the other, they have been a single mom for so long, and they have said, basta, this is not for me, and they're going to actually take the decision to put themselves out there and start the dating game again. Now I'm going to take the Witchcraft Tarot to see first this idea of the home and the issues around that. Well, it's a burning issue here. There are 2 major arcana. There's the Hermit card, the Emperor card, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now here, it's similar to what I said before. This is going to have you going through sleepless nights sometimes, with this Pensiero card, the thought. But you're going to take matters in your hand, and who's going to help you is this Queen of Wands, this person, this other party who will say, well, if this is the case, let me give you a loan. Let me see what I could do to help the bank, to move along your request for the bank loan. Let me see if you could come to live with me. So that is a sort of a a confirmation of what I said before. I'm going to take a look now at this flighty moving around one night stands. What is that all about? Okay, this is the Ace of Wands, this is the Eight of Swords, and this is Justice. Okay, that powerful, sensuous energy is going to be halted, and universal justice will prevail in the sense of you coming back into the balance, returning not to your senses, but returning to an equilibrium that wasn't the case, that didn't characterize your days prior to that period, the second half of January. I'm going now to, I'm fairly pleased with this reading of these cards. I'm going to take the runes and cast them to see what they have to add. Okay. Now, the house, the problems with the house. There is a lack of funds that you'll be scrounging and looking, what can I do, where? Right, that is true, but it's going to go smoother than you expected. I have Fehu Merkstave and Lagos Brightstave, so that takes care of that. And you will, when the situation comes up and your eviction notice, when you see that there are problems in the house, when you take stock and know that you have to move or get out of where you are, those of you who this pertains to, you're going to not know where to find the key. How can I get out of this? And this is going to make you go crazy. What is very important, and the runes are saying to you, is that you need to seek counsel. Real estate, banks, any kind of counsel that can tell you what your rights are in terms of staying where you are, and that will help you the most. Soul searching. I hate to say that, and everyone, when they hear whole soul searching, they say, again, what is it? What do I have to do? This situation will make you go very in depth to the very pit of your soul and think, what am I here for? What am I doing? Have I misunderstood my entire life? What am I supposed to be doing? What is this? Why is this happening? Okay, that's going to happen, and you'll have your moments the second half of January concerning that. You're going to feel like you're on a tightrope and there is no net. I'll repeat that. You'll feel like you're on a tightrope and there's no net. Well, be that as it may, and that is Aljit's Merkstave. What I have here is Diag, and Diag is a transformational rune, and it tells me that ultimately crowns the reading by saying there is a deep process of transformation the second 2 weeks of January. Hold on, Gemini. Better times are in the future. Namaste, my friends. I hope this was of help for you, and until we read together again, bye-bye.